News tonight, the New Orleans Police Department confirms the reassignment of one of its own and a pending internal investigation after sources allege the officer smoked drugs inside a police unit. David Jones joins us with details.
Meg, NOPD officer Maurice Bailey was administratively reassigned last month, and an internal NOPD investigation into Bailey is ongoing after Bailey was allegedly caught on body-worn camera smoking a controlled substance inside of his police cruiser. Now, we spoke with Bailey during his graduation from the police academy back in 2022. The complaint, which law enforcement sources say was initiated by a supervisor, remains under investigation by the Public Integrity Bureau. Stella Cement, the independent police monitor, says she can confirm the allegation on record, and NOPD says Bailey was administratively reassigned as recently as mid-December for, quote, alleged improper activity.
It is an awesome responsibility to be a police officer. It is a great privilege, but with that responsibility comes the awareness that your credibility and your integrity is paramount.
Now, if the allegations are verified and the officer is terminated from the department, Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Responti says any cases in which Bailey has been cited as a main witness would come up for question. We have requested the body-worn camera footage of the alleged incident. The NOPD declined to release it, citing the ongoing PIB investigation. Lee?
All right, David, we're also monitoring